Two members of the Virginia Beach City Council say almost $1 million in taxpayer money was used for a sports arena study without their approval. Now, this comes after Comcast Spectacor proposed a $350 million arena across from the convention center. It's widely rumored the Sacramento Kings would be the anchor tenant, but team officials have not commented. 10 on your side's Ann McNamara explains why some members of council are so upset. Ann?
Katie, Councilman Bill DeSteff and John Moss say they had no clue taxpayer dollars were being spent on this project. They found out about the, quote, secret meetings just this week, and now they're calling for transparency and a public vote on the arena if public money is needed to build it.
Since February of last year, the Virginia Beach Economic Development Authority has spent almost $700,000 of taxpayer money researching a potential sports arena. Councilman Bill DeSteff and John Moss say they, like the public, were the last to know.
What we're trying to do is hold people accountable, put transparency into this, and make sure people know what we're trying to do. Something like this should not be a backroom secret deal.
In closed-door sessions, the Economic Development Authority agreed to pay the money to a main contractor who then paid subcontractors to research and advocate for the project. Councilman Moss says he's suspicious because some of those subcontractors have a finger in the financial pie.
The people who want the deal provided the data that said it makes money.
Mayor Will Sessoms, a public supporter of the deal, says he too was not informed, but that's not necessarily a bad thing.
I don't particularly approve by the way they handled the contracts being approved in a closed session. But I will sit back and say to you, an investment of $700,000 when you're looking at potentially a $350 million investment to the city, I would think that's a very wise investment to make sure we have the proper information to either say move forward or not to go forward.
The only people on the council who knew were the liaisons to the authority, the vice mayor and councilwoman Rosemary Wilson. Neither one alerted the rest of the council until this month. DeSteff and Moss say they were not privy to that conversation.
Maybe we could have known what was happening and could have said, whoops, wait a minute, did you have a public vote? Whoops, wait a minute. And we now could have avoided this major creation of a lack of public trust.
The Economic Development Authority is an entity that's legally separate from the city. Councilman DeSteff and Moss are hoping the Commonwealth's attorney will investigate whether the Open Meetings Act was violated in this process. I'm Ann McNamara, 10 on your side.